Everyone, my name is Michelle Yarn. It's our big customer favorites weekend, and look who is joining us today, Andrew Lessman. Hi, Andrew, welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
How are you, Michelle?
Customer favorites. I mean, I don't think it'll be a big surprise to anyone that we've got you here with us today with not one, but two amazing Today specials. So congrats on the success today. It's two favorites around here for sure.
Almost three. Well, congrats to everyone who's getting them, because our Omega-3 is at best pricing ever. Our Essential One, best formula ever, best pricing ever. And then we have our Choco Nuvo before it goes away for summer. So three amazing products with incredible reviews, some great science to talk about. So we have lots to cover in this hour.
Absolutely. And we are going to get to the Essential Multivitamin in just a little bit, but we are going to kick it off here with your Maximum Essential Omega-3. This is the one time of year that we offer it, not only at this value, but in the sizing options that we have today as well. So I'll lay out what we have to offer and the values so that you can start getting those orders in, and then we will speak all about what sets these apart. As you can see, many sizes you can choose from. It starts here with the 30 count. We have 90, we have 180, 360, and this is where it usually stops with the 360 capsules. But for today, as our Today special, we're also offering what's been the most popular, the 720 capsules. That's a 2-year supply. Also fantastic if you and a loved one are taking these every day for each of you. And as you can see, clearly the best value as well. This is what typical HSN pricing would be. In the middle, you're seeing our Today special pricing, all on 5 Flex Pay, all on free shipping. And this final column here shows the overall savings that you're getting today. And one thing worth noting, this is the one time of year that we offer that 2-year supply. And if you look at our 360, even just the original pricing on that, for $20 less today, you can get double the amount. So I can understand, Andrew, why that's been the most popular option. But outside of value, it's the product itself too.
And we'll just in a second we'll talk about the value, the product, but the value. Someone called my attention earlier today that I think it is the 180 count, that the normal price on the 180 count is $89.90, and the normal price on the 90 count is $54.90. So for less than the price of the 54 for the 90 and 180, if you combine those, for less than that price, you're getting 720 today.
Right.
Because for only $50 more than the 180 count, you're getting a 720 count. And then again, the reason why that has happened, I'm the manufacturer. I'm not buying this from another manufacturer. So as our Today specials have become more and more popular, these once-a-year events allow us the kind of manufacturing efficiency that we dream of, or that you dream of, because it allows us to be so efficient at all the complicated processes that make a product, and including acquiring all the special raw materials. In our Omega-3 product, we don't use that commodity, industrial, synthetic raw material that you find in most Omega-3 products. Ours is a unique custom formula, specifically because that's what our body requires. The industrial standard, it's good for industry. It's not good for the human body. It wasn't built with the human body in mind. It was designed with industry convenience, not your health and benefits in mind. So our material is unique, it's special, and with an event like this, it's allowed me to create an Omega-3 that has twice the potency of my original, and it's a fraction of the price. It's less than half the price of the original, and it's twice the potency of the original. And with our Today special, of course, it's the best value ever. We introduce the special 720 capsule supply once a year, and it's an opportunity to get the world's best Omega-3 product for pennies a dose. And I wanted to do something. Colleen gave me this idea earlier today. I grabbed a number of testimonial charts. And what I'm just going to do is, we'll read some later, but I'm just going to go over the headlines on those testimonial charts. And before I do it, I just wanted to show, just to give a quick summary of our product. There's no fishy aftertaste. It's not reduced, it's eliminated. There's no fishy repeat, absolutely none. Zero stomach upset. No heavy metals, no mercury, lead, no PCBs, dioxins, or those organic chemical contaminants, no enormous capsules to swallow. Our omega-3s are more concentrated, they're more mild, so they deliver your benefits, but in a capsule about half the size of the typical omega-3 product. And typically, you'll only take one a day, unless your doctor specifically recommends, say if you have underlying heart health issues, or if your ophthalmologist might recommend, perhaps 2 capsules a day. But the majority of folks, 1 capsule a day is all you need because it's so concentrated and it's a tiny capsule. So as we continue here, just so you understand omega-3s, like a vitamin, like a mineral, they cannot be made by your body. Cannot. They only come from diet or supplements. That's the only source. Without adequate omega-3 intake every day, deficiency or insufficiency occurs, and that has consequences to our brain, to our heart, to our eyes. These are systems that depend on our omega-3s, and best results are only achieved when consumed daily. Unfortunately, that's not the way Americans do things, and the only other ingredient that this chart would apply to, of all the natural ingredients that we have with all their benefits, it's coenzyme Q10. But to be able to have an ingredient that helps support normal triglyceride levels, normal blood pressure levels, normal blood cholesterol levels, normal blood sugar levels. These are 4 levels that I don't worry about, but I focus on. Because if I focus on them and I do a good job, then the health benefits, you reap the health benefits for the rest of your life. So just some exciting things about omega-3s. And here you could see that omega-3s are serious. There are over 27,000 papers published, almost 5,000 meta-analyses and systematic reviews. More than 3,300 clinical trials have been published on their benefits. So it's something that is not kind of a fly-by-night ingredient. It's an ingredient that has multiple times more research than even the most serious medication or drug. And these are not drugs. These are essential nutrients that every human being needs, and especially when you consider that 60% of your brain is DHA, the omega-3 that we uniquely focus on. But I was going to I'm just going to read the headlines off these charts quickly.
Okay.
That's what Colleen did earlier, and it was amazing, to say the least, as this says. So here we have amazing, the very best product you will find. Love these vitamins, the best of the best. And mind you, we have almost 90% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. Essential omega-3, best fish oil in the world. The only fish oil that worked for me. Best omega-3 product ever. And we'll read some later. It just gives you a sense. Absolutely no aftertaste. These are a winner. No fishy taste. And this is consistently what you see among the 3,300 5-star reviews. Doctor and I are both happy. No fishy aftertaste. No aftertaste.
Isn't that amazing?
No fishy taste. None.
None.
Doctor approved. Wow. Well, if a doctor doesn't approve of these, I don't know what the doctor would approve of, because we follow all the scientific recommendations. Best omega-3, doctor recommended, fantastic omega-3, excellent, daily must. My doctor told me to keep taking these. Good. My eye doctor told me to take these. Great product. Best omega-3 product.
Oh my goodness.
No fishy taste is correct. No fishy taste. Great product. And I could keep going on, but just if you even want to take a moment and read the reviews, of the reviews, I think there's almost 3,700 reviews. I think about 3,300 are 5-star reviews. About approximately almost 90% are 5-star reviews. The same goes for my Essential One, which is unheard of for an omega-3 product.
And you have to ask yourself, if you're at home watching right now and you aren't using these, can I say that about my omega-3 supplements? Because the biggest complaints, fishy aftertaste, really hard to swallow. I mean, a literal tough pill to swallow, Andrew. And we took out, these are what you may be used to seeing. Here's Andrew's. I mean, you can see in size, color, clarity, no upset stomach. It's no surprise that there are thousands of perfect 5-star reviews on these. And I love, Andrew, too, that you brought us a Today Special on something we absolutely need and should be taking every single day. It's not something that is great to add in if you want to. It really is a necessity in our lives, and I think most of us know we need omega-3s, but unfortunately most of us don't know that there is a difference between what we see here and what you give us. Do you want to elaborate on that a bit?
Right. I think it's something that maybe I take for granted, because for the 42 years that I've been making vitamins, actually a little longer than that, I've been immersed in this. So most of us don't realize that omega-3s, and maybe we get a little bit of that indoctrination where for decades we've been told that fat is bad.
Sure.
How could fat be bad when 60% of your brain is fat? When more than 60% of your liver is fat? How could fat be bad? Your myocardium, your heart muscle, depends on fat. The retina of your eye is principally a fatty structure. So fat is critical. It just has to be the right fat. It needs to be healthy fats. And unfortunately, the most important fats of all, our body cannot make. We developed in a world that was rich and abundant omega-3s. We today now live in a world, generations and generations later, we live in a world that omega-3s are scarce. In America, certainly, unless you eat fatty fish every day. So the only way you get these vital omega-3s that make up your brain, that make up your myocardium, that make up the retina of your eyes, that are vital for beauty and the radiance of your skin and hair, the only way we get them is if we deliver them by diet or supplement. So it's really a wake-up call. The science is clear. Your body can't make them, and you need to get them from somewhere. So either you're getting them from your diet, which most Americans absolutely do not, or you must supplement. And I'm not going to sit here and say, you absolutely positively have to get mine or you're destroying your health and your life. No. Even a bad omega-3 product, they're so important, is okay. It's not as good as what we deliver here, which is different and objectively and different in the fact that we deliver it in a natural triglyceride form. Typical omega-3 is a synthetic ethyl ester, not as active, not what you want to be putting in your body. It liberates trace amounts of ethanol. Again, typical omega-3 focuses on EPA, not DHA. We focus on DHA because DHA is 60% of your brain. DHA is the principal fatty acid in the retina of your eye, even more concentrated there. So we do things differently. Ours are more pure. Ours give you the omega-3s you want without a stomach upset, without a fishy aftertaste or repeat or burping or things like that. So yes, omega-3s are critical. I could tell you why I think mine are the very best, and not I think. I know mine are the very best. Objectively, unbiased, they are the very best for reasons that are very easy to understand, as I just discussed. But you don't have to get mine. The most important thing, as I always say, you don't have to get my products. It's just important that we get healthy information.
Right.
And I try to provide objective information about the importance of omega-3s, because the best thing I do here isn't encourage you to get my product. It's encourage you to understand the importance of omega-3s, either to transform your diet to eat fatty fish every day, which a lot of us avoid that because we worry about mercury levels or we worry about the fish in the ocean and the environment. So if we're not getting that fish every day, then again, it really is incumbent upon us. It's essential that we think about supplementing omega-3s. And again, I know mine is the very best, but even, as I said, even a bad omega-3, they're so important, is better than nothing.
And I would say, too, if you're not familiar with Andrew Lessman and what he brings us, it is absolutely worth your time to do the research, read the reviews like we were saying, Andrew, not just on this, on so many of your vitamins and your supplements. I find it fascinating that you are the most highly rated of all the things that we offer here at HSN, the most successful. You have the lowest return rate, and it's because what you say is what's in your product. So if you are just joining us, I want to welcome you in. As a big part of the finale of our Customer Favorites weekend, we have brought to you huge customer favorites from Andrew Lessman with two amazing Today specials. This is the first that we're touching on, which is that Maximum Essential Omega-3. And it is wonderful because today's the day. It's the most affordable, highest potency, the purest form of these essential omega-3s that you can get out there on the marketplace. And for today only, we're also offering you the biggest and best value. I keep mentioning the 720 capsule because that only comes this time of year and only with the Today special. Usually we stop at 360 capsules. So today, to be able to pick this up, if it's just one of you taking it, that's a 2-year supply. But if you, and let's say your significant other, I mean, again, best value for the money. This is what it would typically cost. This is our price today. All of them, no matter what size you pick up, are on 5 flex payments with free shipping, of course, a 30-day return policy. But this last portion is your savings, and you can see clearly that the 720 capsule is the biggest savings. I do like to point out, again, what Andrew, you said, the 180 capsule and the 90 capsule combined at their regular price. It's still less expensive to try the 720 today. So it's the best bang for your buck. It's something our bodies absolutely need. And there is a huge difference from what we see all over the store shelves. Just because it says fish oil doesn't mean we're getting what our body actually needs, right, Andrew?
And in fact, you can see products that will say 1,200 milligrams or 1,000 milligrams of fish oil on the label. What that will generally mean is it's delivering about 300 milligrams or so of omega-3s. So fish oil doesn't necessarily equate. It's not equivalent to omega-3. A certain percentage of that fish oil is omega-3. We use a higher concentrate, and again, we focus on DHA, because DHA is the most important omega-3 in your eyes, in your brain, and in your heart. So DHA, Docosahexaenoic Acid, is more important than EPA, Eicosapentaenoic Acid. So that's why we focus on DHA. The reason why other products don't do that, it's simply them saving money. They're using the standard form, the standard industrial synthetic form of omega-3s is majority EPA, secondarily DHA. But because your body insists on DHA being more important, that's the correct formula to make. So it meant that we had to design our own formula. We couldn't rely on those industrial sort of commodity omega-3 oils, mostly synthetic. So again, ours is natural form. So, and even beyond that, I could go on about the science on why ours is so unique. So it gives you the forms that respects your body, that respects the science, and respects Mother Nature. But beyond that, no matter how great an omega-3 product was in terms of its science, in terms of its benefits, if it upset your stomach, if it's going to be difficult to swallow, if it had a fishy aftertaste, if you burped, it gave you indigestion, you'd stop taking it. And if you read the reviews, it's one of the most common things you see that, you know, an ophthalmologist, a cardiologist, a dermatologist will recommend to their patient, take omega-3s for very specific reasons. And everybody tries to follow their doctor's orders, and they start, and it makes them sick to their stomach, or it's impossible to swallow, so they stop, and they don't get the benefits, and it disappoints them, disappoints their doctors. And so one of the most common reviews you'll read is the absolute astonishment, the shock that there's actually an omega-3 that doesn't have a fishy aftertaste, doesn't just reduce it, it's gone, there's none. And it delivers the benefits that everyone seeks with none of the unpleasantness. And the perfect validation of that, and you mentioned this before, we wouldn't have the lowest return rate of all if one thing wasn't the fact that when you get the product home, it's as good as I talk about it when I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
And it truly is. It wouldn't be rated 4.7 stars.
Right.
Almost 90% of the reviews wouldn't be 5-star reviews. It wouldn't be the top reorder products at HSN are my products, and this is at the very top of that list. So it delivers. And of course, regardless of how well I know it will deliver, it still always comes with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee.
Right. And I love, too, that you're getting so much more in terms of purity and potency, but so much less in terms of no fillers, no additives, none of the extras. I mean, especially when you look at the comparison. I mean, the proof is right here. You can absolutely see.
Look at this.
Andrew, I don't even understand what's in these. I mean, that looks like a bean that I should be eating with rice. That does not look like something I want to attempt to swallow whole.
No, it's crazy when you look at those capsules, but what happens, the companies that are typically selling those capsules, they're made for them by contract manufacturers.
Right.
I couldn't in good conscience make a product that large, so I had to start, we had to finally arrive at making our own omega-3 oils for us that were more concentrated. So you get it, the exact 500 milligrams you need, but you get it in a small capsule, instead of some enormous capsule that delivers less. Those capsules you have there, those capsules deliver less omega-3 in those enormous capsules than my little guy on the right delivers in its small capsule.
Isn't that unbelievable?
So it's, again, and as I always say, the design of my products isn't difficult. We pay attention to the science, we pay attention to Mother Nature, but then above all, we pay attention to you. And if I make a product, my original omega-3 product did not get good feedback, did not get good reviews. It had a fishy aftertaste. So that meant my job wasn't done, because I don't sleep well if I make a product that doesn't make you happy. So I read all the reviews. So this is a product that we went back to the drawing board. And back in the day when I originally came out with this, it wasn't reviews I was getting. Well, they were reviews, but they were just nasty letters.
Oh, no.
And so we went back to the drawing board until we could make an omega-3 product that not only met the needs of science and followed nature, but also made sure that it was going to be a pleasant experience when you swallow the capsule, it should feel good. It should make you feel good. And you should be happy that you're getting the best omega-3 and not have to tolerate an upset stomach or swallowing some horse pill that you make sure you have to eat something afterwards or you'll get sick or it'll be burping fish afterwards for the next several hours. Not my way to make supplement.
Yes.
We make sure that all of those horrible experiences are gone.
Well, I have to say, and I'm sure all of our customers appreciate your perfectionist side because it did bring us a pretty perfect omega-3 here. And if you're just joining in, welcome. I know we're wrapping up this first of 2 Amazing Today specials, but this is the already well-known, well-loved, huge customer favorite, Maximum Essential Omega-3s. What's different is today it's a Today special. So it is the most affordable it will be. We also have the largest size that we ever offer, and it's always this time of year, only for one day as our Today special, which is why so many of you are picking that one up. Not only do you get the most, you also get to enjoy the most savings. So that's the 720 capsules. Now we do have other options for you. There's a 30, a 90, 180 capsule, and typically the largest we normally offer is the 360 capsule. Here you can see what day in and day out regular HSN pricing would be. In the middle is your price today. On top of this value, you can take advantage of 5 flex payments. We ship it to you absolutely free of charge. You still have a full 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee as well. And then this last column is what you're saving by picking it up today. So we have this presentation. Andrew is joining me quickly in the 7 p.m. hour, and then his last full presentation will be 10 o'clock tonight. So as we wind down the day, just keep in mind that this is your opportunity to get the largest size. And I love that we're able to do this. I'm a very visual person too, Andrew. I think just seeing the sheer amount and the quality, I mean, this looks like amber, like amber gemstones, liquid gold even. Look at the sheer amount of these. Wow. Beautiful.
I think Jay's going to have to be worried that we're going to start making jewelry out of these.
A new collection right here. But this is what you're receiving, and I think this is what our new standard needs to be. So many of us just accept what's at the grocery or at the drugstore, and we think because it's meant to be good for us, it actually is. And unfortunately, you know this more than anyone, it's not always the case.
I mean, I look at an omega-3 like this, and what are they thinking?
Yeah.
It's first of all, it's enormous. And I'm not sure why it's this brown color. There's nothing in there that should be a brown color. Well, I was going to read, before we have to run along, I was going to read just some quick charts because especially what's been going on in the world, a lot of people have been having challenges with, keeping an emotional balance and really keeping their mental faculties where they'd like. And remember, DHA, the omega-3 that we focus on, DHA is 60% of our brain, 60% of our brain. So we should not be surprised, because even calcium is only about 20, 30% of our bones. We shouldn't be surprised that omega-3 and DHA has a critical role in our emotional health, our emotional balance, and how our brain functions. So I just was going to read some quick charts here. That expert review of neurotherapeutics, epidemiologic and biochemical research. Epidemiologic that's large population studies, provides persuasive evidence for an association between emotional challenges and a decreased omega-3 fatty acid intake status. Omega-3 fatty acids may be involved in the promotion of psychological health. It's part of our brain. It's the majority of our brain. Journal of the American College of Nutrition. Several studies have demonstrated that individuals experiencing negative mood and decreased emotional health have significantly lower dietary intake and serum levels of omega-3 fatty acids. Journal of the American College of Nutrition, the positive effect of omega-3 fatty acid supplementation on mood and emotional health in elderly patients appears of relevant clinical importance because emotional challenges are common in late life. Moreover, recent observations have shown that omega-3 fatty acids represent a potential tool for promoting positive mood and emotional balance.
Wow.
So it's not just about our heart and our eyes, but our brain. An inverse correlation between omega-3 fatty acids intake and negative mood has also been reported in various clinical studies. What that means, inverse, meaning that the more omega-3 you consume, the better mood. The less omega-3 you consume and have, the worse mood balance will be. And then in oxidative medicine and cellular longevity, although many other factors may contribute to the rise in depression and for which effective, although not efficient treatments already exist, Dietary recommendations suggesting proper intake of omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids and dietary interventions, including omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acid supplement, can result in substantial benefits for the general population. It's not a drug or a medicine for depression, mind you. What it is, it's an essential component in our brain and how our brain functions. It has been hypothesized that one of the reasons for the decreased emotional health over the past century may be correlated with a marked decrease in the ratio of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids due to dietary changes. We'll do just a couple more here. From the Journal of Clinical Psychiatry, omega-3 fatty acids, particularly those found in fish and seafood, may play an adjunctive role in maintaining emotional balance. And then we have our reviews. And I think the science, for me, the science, I love the reviews, but the science is compelling. Yeah. And I have a number of charts just like that that talk about the brain, that as we age, 30, 35, 40 years old and older, DHA and omega-3s play a critical role in maintaining cognitive function, maintaining our ability to store and manage our memory and our concentration. Yeah. And again, omega-3s are a critical part of our brain.
It's fascinating to see that mind-body connection. And this is something that our bodies can't give us, our diets don't give us enough of. So it is crucial that we supplement. Right. So again, another reason I'm really happy that we're bringing this as a Today Special. But as I mentioned a couple of times, it's just one of two. So we're going to talk now, Andrew, about the second